Political polarization is driven by feelings over facts. This is usually the main narrative. But what if this was not the whole story? What if polarization was caused by more than just emotions? In this video, we will delve into the causes of political polarization and look at the role of redescription as a reason for polarizing political tendencies. What do we mean by redescription? To answer this question, we need to understand the role of language and vocabulary. Contrary to what we might think, language and vocabulary are not necessarily a mirror of reality, meaning that they do not reflect an objective truth. We should instead see them as tools we use to cope with the world, to describe ourselves and others, and to interact with each other. If language is a tool, then it can be, and is, also used as a weapon. Words can be used to portray people and groups in alien terms, often as others, excluded from the mainstream community. Let's look at an example. Muslim citizens in Europe have often been asked to distance themselves in some explicit way from Islamic terrorism. This is redescription. Because of their religious beliefs, they cease to be just citizens and are instead viewed as representatives of a larger group, the Muslim community. This process can be very damaging for our societies. People who feel redescribed may withdraw from political deliberation, stop voting, or become hostile to the political environment. The common understanding between political groups collapses, and the political space becomes more divided. In the end, this damages democratic processes. Now, let's consider the issue of polarization. To understand polarization, we first need to look at the reasons why people participate in political debate. We often assume that people take part in deliberations to find the truth or reach a consensus. But this is not always true. People often enter political discourse looking for something else: recognition. People who enter political dialogues are motivated by the desire to be acknowledged not only according to their self-conception, be it a climate activist, a businessman, or a supporter of traditional values, but also as their own person, which cannot be simply reduced to a role. They use language to tell a story about themselves and want to be seen as who they believe they are. This means that when someone disregards another person's views of themselves, they are also imposing their own ideas of what they think that person represents. This leads to what we could call narrative self-preservation. People fight to protect their identity from external reinterpretation by turning away from exposure and dialogue, or by fighting back all the louder. Therefore, political polarization is not a battle for the truth of one's beliefs, but a battle over identity. When people feel redescribed and misunderstood by others in ways that deny their self-conception, polarization grows. So how do we move forward? Where truth has lost its appeal, just spreading more truth cannot be the solution. Instead of chasing truths, we need to value something else: the ongoing engagement and conversation between participants despite their differences. Democratic discourse should no longer be seen as a search for truth, but as a relational experience where even people with clashing views can sit down at a common table and talk. The ultimate goal is to make participation in democracy worthwhile, even though there is a risk of being misunderstood. That is how we soften polarization, not by winning the debate, but by staying in the room. Want to know more? This video is based on the key findings of the Reclaim publication, Not About Facts but Emotions: Political Polarization as a Problem of Redescription. Read it online.